Everyone out there flexing cars, houses, and vacations doesn't understand what the true human superpower really is. We all want those things, but they don't come until you've mastered yourself, and one skill in particular. And that's knowing something today that makes you dangerous tomorrow. We're talking about lifelong learning, and how it makes human beings truly astounding forces to be reckoned with. Most people treat learning like they're scrolling TikTok, scattered, distracted, and with zero strategy. They feel busy but they're actually wasting their life. You've probably felt it too. Ever spent hours on a podcast or highlighting a book, only to realize you didn't actually use a single idea? That's the illusion of growth. Most so-called lifelong learners are just hoarding information. It's the same as when people confuse staying busy with being productive. They think accumulation equals progress, but it doesn't. It's wasted effort. Here's my opinion. Random learning is killing your momentum because it keeps you scattered. You binge random courses, jump from one book to another, or scroll endless YouTube tutorials, but your confidence, habits, and results stay the same. You're a tourist in your own life, snapping pictures without ever building anything real. That's what most people call growth, and it's actually a slow fade into irrelevance. Lifelong learning isn't about consuming more. It's about compounding knowledge into action, and action into identity and results. Your brain is like a forge. It only creates power when you hammer the ideas into your life. Ignore them and they rust away. Neuroscientists call this the forgetting curve. Without application, 90% of what you learn disappears in days. Philosophers like Seneca warned us all that knowledge that's not applied is like water in a leaky bucket. The ultra-wealthy know this intuitively. Buffett doesn't just read, he applies, tests, measures, and repeats. And honestly, that's the secret everyone misses. There's minimal value to scatterbrained learning. So, what's the point? The point is that you don't need to know anything that isn't pertinent to your life and its trajectory. I read a random book once, on how to crochet for beginners. It satisfied my curiosity, but that's all it did. I've never once used anything from that book in real life. So from one perspective, I learned something new, and that's a good thing, but from another perspective, I kinda wasted my time. Curiosity is good for you, but too much of it has a tendency to kill cats. Just remember, aimless wandering, aimless learning can keep you as trapped as not learning at all. Here's an analogy for you. Think of learning like building a house. Random bricks, no blueprint, no connection, and all you'll get is a useless pile of stuff. But a plan? Suddenly every brick fits. You see walls, rooms, and purpose emerge. Or think about being at the gym. Random exercises, no structure equals what? You sweat, you get tired, but no transformation. Follow a structured program, and you don't just get stronger, you evolve by your own design into something you actually want to be. Intentional learning is the same. Without a plan, your knowledge doesn't build you. With one, it compounds into a new identity. Here's how to turn learning into your own personal superpower. I'll give you 3 strategies that actually work. Number 1. Every bit of learning must point to what I call your North Star. Your purpose, mission, or identity. Don't read random books. Don't consume random podcasts. Ask yourself, does this move me closer to who I want to become, or is this just random knowledge I'll never use? Knowledge that's unused is useless. The reason why is because knowledge informs action, action gets results, and results are either pleasing or displeasing. Knowledge exists for one purpose only, and that's to get us the results we want from life. If you learn something today, apply it today. Just read about habit stacking, try it with your morning routine. Discover a new mindset shift? Test it in conversation or work. Immediate action turns information into identity. That's the difference between passive consumers and unstoppable doers. You don't truly understand something until you can teach it. So journal your insights, share them online, or explain them to a friend. Teaching really forces clarity. It forces integration, and it even forces your brain to, restructure itself. Richard Feynman proved this. The act of teaching actually transforms understanding into skill. Here's another one. Don't skim 100 books in a year. Instead, pick a theme like resilience, strategy, creativity, or anything else you need to reach your goals and accomplish your dreams, and just go really deep. Depth compounds way more than breadth, if you get what I mean. Nietzsche reread texts dozens of times. Tai Lopez has a shelf of 150 books that he calls the master books. These are books that have stood the test of time, that all humans really should read. Mastery, not just consumption, is what actually transforms lives. So, just to recap, it's about becoming a strategic learner, a builder, not a collector. Someone who refuses to drown in random noise, someone who compounds knowledge into action, action into habit, and habit into identity. Most people treat learning like entertainment. From now on, you treat it like oxygen. Your confidence grows, your relevance skyrockets, and your purpose sharpens into a highly focused weapon. You don't just learn, you evolve. What is the next book you plan on reading? Leave that in the comments and we could end up having a huge collection of books down there. And make sure to tell me, what random learning habit will you quit, and what focused area will you double down on? And if you want more raw, practical insights like this, subscribe. This isn't surface-level motivation, it's transformation. Remember, random learning is wasted life. Focused, intentional learning rewires your mind and reshapes your future. The power of lifelong learning only works when you do it right. Choose intention, choose evolution, choose to become unstoppable. And since this is the channel for people who want to become unstoppable, I'll see you in the next one.